It's always interesting when you look at the Old Testament to say, okay, how does the Old Testament connect with Jesus? Jesus had a father. He couldn't stop talking about him. And he said, I only do what my father tells me. He got up very early in the morning while it was still dark outside to go to a solitary place to meet with his father. And as he's meeting with his father is teaching him and showing him what true wisdom looks like. And you know how that very last verse, verse 19, said it takes away the life? What does Jesus say? I have come to give you life, and life more abundantly. Now here's the craziest thing. We can look at Jesus and go, yes, Jesus, we're on Team Jesus and we love you. But each time that we have acted foolishly, each time that we have stiff-armed the wisdom of God, we have fallen into the very camp this father tells his son to avoid. We have joined the gang that has been bloodthirsty for innocent blood, for our own selfish desires. And as Jesus is on the cross, he looks at you and me and our selfishness and sin and turns to his loving Father and says, Father, forgive them. They do not know what they're doing. We should pursue wisdom, but we do not want to miss the fact today that in our sin and rebellion against God, we have been part of the wrong gang. But Jesus is in the business of turning his enemies into his friends through the forgiveness that comes through his blood. So Jesus says today, I know you, I see you, I hear you. I know even now that you're wrestling with unforgiveness and resentment and bitterness and fear and frustration towards someone. And I'm here to tell you, I'm offering you a crown and a necklace. And I will give you the grace you need and the strength to forgive. And I will help you do that first by reminding you of how much you have been forgiven. And when you discover that I have forgiven you when you were the enemy, then whoever your enemy is, you'll begin to speak life to that person. You'll begin to pray differently for that person. And you'll love people the way I love you.